Hey folks, Scott Carnegie here. As you can see, this is going to be one of my higher end productions where I have nice fancy font here and things like that, and a tripod and lighting. I'm just doing a quickie video because I just watched some clips from the US vice presidential candidates debate between Joe Biden and Sarah Palin. And this one particular part, well, there's so many things wrong with it. The one particular part I want to talk about was same-sex marriage. I can't understand why government has any say at all about who can marry who. Think about that for a second. You want to marry person A. Why should some government people, bureaucrats, whoever, tell you who you can and can't marry? Here's my analogy. If a marriage started off as a religious ceremony of some sort, why aren't we giving licenses for baptism? Why doesn't the government give tax breaks for baptized people? It's the same thing. It starts off as a religious ceremony. There are certain reasons why the government took it over. I'm not getting into the history of it and stuff like that. I just want to stick to simple terms for now. But as we see it today, the government you still need to go beg them for permission to get married. You don't need their permission to say who you want to spend your life with. If you want to have an agreement with another party, same sex, opposite sex, 4 different people, I don't care. Make an agreement between yourselves. Sign a contract if you want, saying that you agree to these terms, and upon dissolving the contract, i.e. getting a divorce, you agree to these terms. Keep the government out of it. I mean, if people want to practice polygamy, that's marrying more than one spouse, that's their business. If it's consensual, it's nobody's business but the consenting parties. It's really that simple. Someone marrying their same-sex partner doesn't affect my marriage, and I don't understand when people talk about how if same-sex marriage is legalized that it'll destroy America and things like that. No, what some person does 2 houses down, living together, cohabitating, doesn't affect your house and your relationship with your partner unless you let it get in your mind, and then you have other problems besides that. So yeah, Palin, Biden, you're dumb. Traditional marriage, that's your view of traditional marriage. Quit imposing your morals on other people. There's something in California right now called Proposition 8, which means to define marriage as between man and woman, strictly. There's a huge movement for both the for and the against. Lots of money is being raised on both sides. And again, it comes down to pushing your morals on other people. Okay, if you don't like homosexual marriage, then you don't marry a homosexual. How about that? Okay? And it's a religious conviction. And a religious conviction shouldn't be mandated by the government to be imposed on people that don't agree with that religion or who aren't part of that religion. My former church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, are really pushing for this amendment to go through, encouraging their members to send money and vote and all these things, so the church directly get involved with political action. So they are taking a Mormon value, i.e., thinking that homosexuality is a sin, and imposing it onto non-Mormons using the government. That's wrong, okay? If you don't support same-sex marriage in your congregation, then your congregation doesn't have to perform same-sex marriages. Problem solved. If other people want to do it, that's their business, not your business. I'm not Jewish. I wouldn't want a law made that says, there can be no meals that combine meat and cheese. If you're Jewish and you want to live that law, that's beautiful. I'll respect that. You live that law. There's no government force saying that that's the way it has to be, and there shouldn't be, okay? It's a religious conviction. You choose to live it how you want. Just don't impose it on me. So, get the government out of marriage. Get the government out of morals, imposing morals on people. Moral decisions should be made by the individual. So, just love one another. Get the government out of marriage. It's none of their business, and things will be a lot better. People can choose how they want to live.